Hello and welcome everyone to the Tuesday Well Meditation. My name is Rosa and today I join you from my temporary home in Sacramento, California. This sacred time and space is devoted to our shared practice of entering stillness and of giving together. Let us first surround and protect ourselves with the love and the grace of God. Before we begin the meditation, I'd like to share some passages from the Revelation, the problem of evil and the forces of dissonance. This teaching was received by Marshall V. Summers on January the 1st, 1989, in Albany, New York. There are forces of dissonance in the world. They oppose the unity of life. They oppose the evolution of life. They oppose the work of knowledge. They oppose the reclamation of knowledge. These forces are generated from both within the world and beyond the world. These forces are evil in the sense that they oppose the unity and evolution of life. They are disruptive. They seek to separate what must be joined, and they seek to join what must be separated. Therefore, one of the first steps in the reclamation of knowledge is learning to recognize the problem that exists, to see the world as it is, to see yourself as you are, and to discern the forces that are influencing human thinking and behavior. Indeed, there are forces that are good, and there are forces that work against the good. It is very difficult for people to deal with this reality objectively because there is so much fear and negative imagination concerning it. Knowledge is your inner guidance and your guiding light. Knowledge contains the wisdom which indicates where and how you are to apply yourself and with whom. Knowledge is not dismayed by the presence of evil, nor is it influenced by evil. Your knowledge is the power of divine influence that you carry within you. The reason it is the power of divine influence is that it is greater than any other influence in the world. It is the most important aspect of yourself. Thus, it is your greatest gift and source of accomplishment. Individuals who are committed to serving the forces of dissonance exist in the greater community as well as in your world. The strength of their conviction and the strength of their capability determine the range of their influence. In some cases, the forces of dissonance beyond this world are influencing the forces of dissonance within this world, because those beyond the world are greater forces. It is necessary to learn how to deal with the forces of dissonance, which are quite operative in your world and which cast a great influence over all minds here. There are several things that you can do at the outset. First, you must learn not to become emotionally engaged with these forces as you learn to discern them and as you find yourself in situations where they seem to be prevalent. Do not love them. Do not hate them. Do not embrace them. Do not run from them. You can become objective because knowledge within you is objective. Do not seek these forces out and do not avoid them at all costs. Knowledge will keep you away from them, except in certain situations where you will be able to contribute something in a positive way. Next, do not try to conceptualize evil or assign it to one being or to one entity alone. If you do, you will either make it more fearful than it is, which happens in most cases, or you will attempt to shrink it or limit it in order to feel self-assured when you are around it. Compared with you personally, the forces of dissonance are far more powerful than you are. Why is this? Because they are supported by so many minds. Only with knowledge can you overcome the forces of dissonance within yourself and cast a positive influence to counteract them in the world around you. As it has been said, knowledge will lead you to engage with certain individuals in certain ways. The forces of dissonance will encourage you to become engaged with certain people in other ways, yet the result is entirely different. Knowledge will encourage and even require a certain comprehension and understanding of the world. The forces of dissonance will require a different comprehension and understanding of the world. Knowledge generates all constructive thinking and action. The forces of dissonance generate other kinds of thinking and action. The truth and those things that substitute for the truth both generate movement in the mental and physical environments. In these realms, you must contend with both knowledge and the forces of dissonance. Here it is necessary to learn what generates power in the world. In the world, power is the result of the concentration of mind. In other words, a mind that is more concentrated will be more powerful and will be able to influence other minds that are less concentrated and thus less powerful. Concentration is the focus here. This is very important. The more a mind is concentrated, the more it is focused. The more it is focused, the more it is directed. The more it is directed, the more powerful will be its impact. Because you live within a mental environment, this is a world of mental influence. Here, if you do not exert an influence on your own mind, your mind will simply be influenced by other minds. You will simply be pulled along in the direction in which most minds are thinking. Knowledge serves in both the mental and the physical environments. It enables you to concentrate and to give your focus a meaningful purpose and a powerful expression. Not only does knowledge provide the mental empowerment that is necessary, it provides the power of knowledge itself. Now you are thinking with God. You are thinking with the universe and not as an individual alone. Your individuality now becomes meaningful because it expresses a greater reality. Without this higher purpose, your individuality is merely a survival mechanism and will be inherently fearful. As a result, it will be influenced by and subject to the forces of dissonance, whose primary motivation is fear. Fear disassociates, love joins. Both of these forces lead you to specific engagements with certain people, but for different purposes and with entirely different results. Those who are serving the forces of dissonance are in relationship and are bonded to other individuals for this purpose. This is true because nothing, either real or imagined, can be done without relationship. You must seek others to help you, for what you seek to do cannot be done alone. Here the reality of both knowledge and the forces of dissonance find expression through relationships. That is why relationships are so important, for they are the medium of expression for both contribution and destruction in the world. recognize the influence of the forces of dissonance within yourself. As you become a student of knowledge, you will be able to do this with greater and greater clarity, for you will realize within yourself that which seeks knowledge and that which opposes knowledge. You will then learn to see what creates this opposition within yourself and within the world around you. This will give you a direct insight and an objective view into the forces of dissonance and how they influence you and others. You will see how your political and social ideas, your ideas about God and the world, and your estimation of yourself are influenced by these forces of dissonance. Here, something that looks seemingly beneficial may indeed be in service to these forces. The value of any position you take is determined by the purpose for which you take it and the motive behind that purpose. With knowledge, you will be able to see this. Without knowledge, it will be far more difficult. You who are now learning to become a beginning student of knowledge must learn to recognize the forces of dissonance within yourself. In some cases, it is obvious where these forces express themselves. In other cases, it will not be obvious. Only through learning the way of knowledge, through trial and error, and through constructive engagement with others, will you be able to learn how to discern the forces of dissonance within yourself and how to deal constructively with them. This will take time and will follow many stages. Yet the development of your connection to knowledge is essential for your well-being and for the safeguarding of the gift that you have brought into the world. The world is a place where the desire for knowledge and the opposition to knowledge coexist. The denial of knowledge seems predominant here. This can well appear to be the case. However, to believe this is to underestimate the power of knowledge. Remember, the world itself is a temporary place, and your existence within it is temporary as well. In light of the world's existence, you are here so briefly. If knowledge did not exist, you would have no life beyond the world, and you would be like a candle which burns itself out rapidly and comes no more. Affirming knowledge affirms your life beyond the world. This affirms your spiritual family, your relationship with your inner teachers, and the presence of knowledge itself. For what can a brief life in the world do to an eternal life, but temporarily obstruct it in its awareness of itself? Your life in the world is your life here now, and you must give yourself to this. Yet the more you are aware of your eternal life, the more you will allow it to express itself in the world through you. Then you will understand the nature of your real power. Please join me now in a 30-minute stillness practice. Take whatever time you need to read your own step and enter stillness when you are ready. Nasina Varikaram. While we are in this place of stillness, think of someone in need and then send them a quality that you wish to receive yourself. Send that individual that quality. Send them love or strength, faith or encouragement, determination or surrender, acceptance or self-discipline. Whatever they need to bring about resolution in their lives. In stillness, send them what they need, without trying to solve their problems or strengthen a preferred outcome. In giving, we also receive, and in this giving, these qualities are strengthened within ourselves. Nasina Varikaram. Thank you all for coming.